Hey, I'm Luis. My brother Luis is not here today. You're listening to the Content is Profit podcast. We spent the last 4 years learning the strategies and techniques from some of the top marketers in the world on how to create the content that turns into profit. If you'd like to learn more about how to turn your content into profit, go to contentisprofit.com. There you go. What's up, guys? How you doing today? Today, I'm here sitting by myself. My brother, FONZI, or Luis, is not here today. And the reason that I'm doing this solo today is because I have a very, very, very important and fun announcement. So before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button on Content is Profit. Make sure to follow us on social media at BIZBROS. And make sure to visit contentisprofit.com to ask us your number one question about content creation and marketing and distribution and anything related to content. But yes, so today I have a really fun story. It's about how about a month ago we thought we were going out of business. And yeah, it is a story that I decided to share on Facebook because something really cool happened 30 days after. I think it was more like 40 days right after. So I'm actually gonna stop talking and let you listen to it. It's a little bit of a shorter episode, and we are super proud to share this story. I mean, this podcast and this platform has worked as a little bit of therapy for me and my brother. We actually go here and enjoy sharing all these stories with you guys. So there you go. This was only intended first for a Facebook Live. So we decided to share it here because we love our podcast audience. So after the episode, just let us know what you think. And if you have any comments or want to reach out to us, you can go to BIZBROS on Instagram and Facebook. So with that, thank you guys and enjoy the next episode. Hello, what's up, Facebook? So here we're live again. I didn't know why I didn't think of this before, so I'm just gonna do it the way that we do it normally in our Facebook Lives. But today, it is a very important day in our BIZBROS kind of history or journey, I guess. Something really insane just happened, and I want to share it with you guys because there's so many people that we want to first thank. And second, I want to explain like where we were at the beginning of this month and where we are now. And maybe share this story, and hopefully this helps motivate some of you because it has been such a roller coaster these last 30 days. But I feel like this is a win, even though I'm freaking out about it. And I want to share it with you guys. So here we go. So I'm going to share this on my personal profile. Right post, and it's like huge news, tagging everyone in a second because I want to take my time to kind of go over the captions too and make sure that everybody kind of sees it. So yeah, what's up? All right, cool. So now that's it's shared. There you go. There we are. We are live. Okay, so here's what happened. About, I want to say like 30 days ago or maybe a little bit more, when this whole coronavirus, COVID started, even before that, we received this phone call from one of the biggest clients that we've ever had. We had a really cool relationship. We still do. And we had a really long-lasting relationships of working together. And the phone call came in a moment where we were faced with a financial challenge for our business. We were in a place where like breaking even, we're still like, getting by through the processes that we had and the things that we were doing and the things that moved the needle, but time was not sufficient, right? We were on that wheel, that craziness, entrepreneurial like starting point, trying to get some traction, developing systems and stuff like that. And that financial security that client brought us was really important. But anyway, so they called and they're like, hey, Luis, we had to actually close all our locations. We don't know how long this is going to be. They weren't very clear then because I don't think like the whole COVID started to happen at that point. I couldn't understand it because we were delivering. So I got upset internally. So I totally understood, But they were like, look, like we don't see this as a necessary service, right? And I always take the positives, and I thought, okay, maybe we're not targeting the right customer on that end, right? And that's okay, because we're learning along the process and whatnot. But I remember listening like, hey, there's no paycheck coming, right? And I just sat there in my desk right there, bam, and just like stayed quiet for a couple minutes. I don't know how long. And my brother turns around and he's like, dude, are you okay? And I was just like in this like such a weird state, because I was like trying to process not just what happened, because he's totally okay that it happened because of external reasons, but how we were going to get out of this. Because if that amount of money wasn't coming in, we were going to go to a place where we couldn't afford to continue to grow as a business, and probably had to like close down, or like we probably had like maybe 2 months or a month worth of, runway at that point. So, and part of the issue was because we were at the time fulfilling a lot of the client work that we had, right? And that has been always a problem for us, because we love to like develop stuff and start it, and then the next step is obviously bring people in. And at that point we had some people in helping us out, but it was not the entire process, right? So we really didn't have time to either create the content, or we thought we didn't have the time to create the content. At that point the show wasn't a thing. And can you imagine, this is like 40 days ago, and now we feel like we've been publishing for a while. But anyway, so the show wasn't a thing, and we're paying this like very, for us is expensive, is a stretch for a coach, which has been amazing, like progress like crazy. But it's like, how are we going to continue to pay this, right? So I was trying to process, what was going to happen after that. I was like in shock. I had to like step out of the office and walk it off. My brother's like, can I come with you? I'm like, no, I just need to like be quiet, be by myself for a while. It was a hit, right? It was probably like almost 40% of our income at the time. So came back to the office, talked to Fonzie. We chatted for a while. And we both decided that afternoon that it was time to basically ramp up the thing that we believe in. We're like, we're going to do this. And the thing that we believe in is content, and specifically content is profit. So we're actually going to drink our own Kool-Aid. You guys have heard of the 45 Live story. For this one, we're actually going to go ballistic on content. We're actually going to, instead of publish 4 podcast episodes a month, we're actually going to do 24. 12 in English and 12 in Spanish. The Spanish one has been a little delayed, but still there. We recorded, I think, 12 episodes live so far. But with the English show, we've done 25 in the last 30 days or so, 40 days or so, since that day. And it has been insane. So what's cool about this is that it put us in a position, and I spoke with Steve Larson about this in his One Funnel Away Challenge podcast, that we put ourselves in a situation where we have to execute, right? We often say that we're lazy. And so when we feel like very comfortable, it's really challenging, at least for me, to take it up a notch. And I'm working on that personally. But for the business, we're like, okay, like if we don't execute like continuously, consistently, like at a very high level now, we literally have to like close down shop. That's it. Like it's the end. So it was literally a situation where I was like, the wall and there's a sword. Like, so we stay in between the sword and the wall. So, you have to like move and survive. And so it put us in gear, and we started producing this content, and we started reaching out to people, and we started creating conversations. And we're like, okay, what's stopping us now? What's the thing? What's the one thing that's actually like causing the friction for us to continue to move the business forward? And the time was like the fulfillment, right? We had a team, what we still do. They're still part of it, right? But they weren't operating on a full scale. So we're like, okay, how can we like actually grab this piece and do it? And at the time, we had sort of a system, but we didn't really, and we didn't like operate with the mindset of improve the system. And a month ago before that, we jumped on a call with somebody. His name is Jeremy. So shout out to Jeremy from the Alex Sharfen team. it brought us immense clarity that pointed us in that direction. So even with just one phone, it helped us. And we started developing the system with the mindset of like, we need to, actually teach this, or like bring somebody that's way better than us, right? And you will think like, that's such a basic thing to think about, but it's not. When you're like on a day-to-day, for us, it wasn't. So it wasn't until that position of, I guess, like need or survival that we did it. So we put a post out. We're like, okay, please, 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 universe, bring us the people that we need and want to kind of do this, right? And at the time, with the content and the conversation that we were having, opportunities came up. We had a conversation with 2 people that fit the mold and did such an amazing job with the product that we sent them as a try. And we're like, wow, these are the 2 guys that we need right now. Like, they will take off so much out of our plate that we're going to be able to stay open. But I didn't have the money to pay them or the budget, right? Like we were so like right there, like on the line. So I jumped on a call with them and I was like, guys, look, we really want to do this. Like, we're going to be completely honest. We just told them the whole story that I just did. And I was like, but I don't have, like, literally have no money to pay you right now or a month from now. So, what do you guys want to do? So they're like, look, like, we believe in what you guys are doing. They're coming from a place that they wanted to be a part of a team, especially a team that's starting like ours after years and years and years of doing this, right? We've been doing this thing for 5 years. We're still running, right? So many hurdles, so many challenges, and we're still like, there's still so many more to come, and that's fine. We're going to be welcoming them with the open arms. But I was like, okay, look, the only way I can bring you guys, if it's like I need to close like 2 more deals. Like, that's the only way. And we're still like, with that, we're almost going to be still breaking even, kind of ish, because there's other projects that we're working on that feel like we need the attention for that. But I know that you guys are a necessity. Like, we need you for sure. And they're like, perfect. So they're like, okay, we have you guys on the radar. We'll give you guys some time, obviously, to execute, right? And they were super understanding. It's crazy, like, how an honest conversation can go. And so guess what? With all the content that we've been producing, testing our frameworks, testing the things that we do believe they do, we were able to close a couple deals, and we actually had the biggest ever month in our company. Like, I went back on all the data, and I'm like, this is insane. Like, in the month that everybody or most people, right, when you see the news, everybody's like kind of like taking back. We're like, okay, let's double down on the thing that we believe in the message. Let's go. Let's push forward. The worst situation possible with like one of the biggest clients that we had like canceled. We're like, we need to do this. We need to, like, there's a need for more team members so we can like free our time, so we can actually go out and do actually what we love to do. And creating a system with a mentality that we need to bring somebody and improve that system, or with a mentality that while I'm creating that system, I'm actually improving it, right? Because we didn't have that mentality before. And guess what? Today was the day that I was able to have a conversation with him. I was very not productive. I was unproductive all morning. Because I was pretty nervous about this call. And I'm very proud to say that we just hired our very first 2 in-house team members. What? So, yeah, we're very excited. I called FONZI. He was like on the road right now. Call the wife, share the news. Very nerve-wracking because now we're responsible for 2 other people. They're overseas. And they're amazing. They know exactly what to do and what's the next step to elevate our services and products. And it's like, we're excited, but at the same time, I'm freaking out a little bit. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and hopefully this has been a heck of a roller coaster this last month with just all the shows that we've created. We've been in an amazing amount of other shows of other people that want to listen to our message, which has been wonderful. We had business coming in, our biggest month ever, and we actually hired our first 2 full-time employees internally for the BIZBROS team. So I guess those are good news. We're very excited to share with everybody, and hopefully this serves as a motivation for you. So now we're going to be facing a whole lot of new problems and issues, and setting those expectations for the team, and making sure that the quality of the service and the things that we offer is massive for our clients. And so if you want to tag along, or if you have any questions, you want to dive in a little bit more on what we do or how we do things, please go ahead. We're full transparency here. We recently, 2 days ago, we had an interview with the great Cassie Brown, and she was like, what can I ask? I'm like, ask anything. Like, we're so transparent here. We have nothing to hide. So go ahead, ask away if you have any questions. And if you want to find out a little bit more what we do with the content, let us know. Go to contentisprofit.com, ask us your number one content question, and we'll be there for you. So thank you so much for listening. I'm about to jump on another call that I have with one of our coaches and share the news. And be on the lookout, because we're going to be everywhere. So thank you so much. And from something that is really, really dark, just know that there's something also very light on the other side if you push through. So like Ryan Holiday says, the obstacle is the way. So with that, thank you guys, and I will see you soon. All right. So we are back. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all these support that we got in the last few days, not only on the live show, but here also on the platform. We gotten so many awesome comments from the community, from content creators all over the world. And I just want to thank you, because the reason we're here and the reason we're providing this much value and the reason we're doing this show is because of you. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you again for listening to that quick story and that craziness. And I want you to stay tuned for the next few episodes, because we are starting now a new wave with a ton of interviews. We actually have people like Steve Larson, Marley Jacks, that have been on stage on Fun Hiking Live next to Tony Robbins and Russell Brunson. So those are people that are going to be coming on the show. Nate Bagley, Jerry McNamara, John Gross. There's so many that are coming your way. And if you have anybody that you want us to interview on the show, either live or here on the platform, let us know, because we are more than happy to bring them. So thank you again so much. And with that, I want to say, thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe at Content is Profit Podcast. Smash that subscribe button, and I'll make sure to see you guys around. Make sure to reach out to us at BIZBROS on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon.